What's up, everybody? It's your girl CC with Where It Begins Magazine, and I have a special guest on the line with me today. I'm gonna let him introduce himself and who he is and what he does.
What's good, y'all? What's happening? What's happening? It's Marco Richh, singer, songwriter, producer, engineer, music business mogul, a CEO of Penn State U, owner operator of Mansion Sounds Recording Studio, and Lab Junkies Music Group. What's good?
Okay, well, I'm glad to have you on today.
Absolutely.
But
glad to be here.
But tell everybody what or who motivated you to get into the music entertainment world.
Man, let's see. The motivation. Let's see. I gotta say, it was back when Dallas Austin was signing all those kids, man, Brandy and the kids. The thought that knowing I was also a kid and that I could be on TV doing what I like to do at the time, which is singing music, but professionally, like Teddy Riley, Chauncey Honorable, Mark Blackstreet, Aaron Hall, that whole clique of people, I was so connected to by way of my dad that I got to see, you know what I mean? Like, and I want to get on stage and do that. Like, I like to sing. I just like to sing. I like to entertain. I was the only kid in the choir at church, in the adult choir at church. So, I wanted to sing, and I want, it was fun to do. It was just fun, something to do. Coming from where I came from, so, but yeah, that's so Michael Jackson, seeing that whole as a kid grow up, like that lifestyle, like, man, I wonder what it was like to be a child prodigy or a child star. And I felt like I could sing too, and I could do it, so so now we're here.
Okay, well, congratulations. All that good stuff. But tell us about your company and how it got started.
I started Mansion Sounds in my mama's house. I was a grown ass man. I started Mansion Sounds at her crib. I was just leaving Orlando, Florida. I was moving back to North Carolina, to Murfreesboro, North Carolina. And I was moving back, and I didn't have any equipment or nothing, and I wanted to record myself, and it turned into a business. And at this point, I've recorded and worked on some of the most iconic artists in the world, in the industry. From an idea I had at my mama's house that, I was gonna be a studio guru, a mogul. I was gonna have that studio that had the arcade room and the pool table and the snack room and the break room and Studio A, Studio B, Studio C, and then another flight, then you have the celebrity suite where there are, at least 12 hotel-like, condominium-like rooms inside of this studio where you can rent this, and there's room service. There's this a resort in a sense. This studio thing. I've been a rat, a studio rat forever. So, I know the amenities that we like and things that would be beneficial for us if we could have, if we could get those where Snoop can bring his wife and his kids and his family for that whole month or however long he's working on his album, and they can rent, one of the suites.
Yeah.
So he may have a suite and he may have Studio A. You know what I mean? So instead of private bungalows, to do it that way. So that, I started my mom's house, and it was Hit House Digital at first. And Hit House ran for about 2 to 3 years. And then I was like, man, one day I'm gonna turn this house into a mansion. And that's where Mansion Sounds came from. So Hit House evolved into Mansion Sounds because the equipment got better, my skill set had got better, the price had went up. You know, I was working on things now. I work, you know, I was so I had clients. I actually had a real business. So I was just like, man, people were driving and flying from states, from New York to come to Greenville, North Carolina, to come record with me and work with me from all of these other places. So I was like, man, if I could do this here, I can do this anywhere. No matter where I went, Arizona, it was the same thing. People would fly from North Carolina to Arizona to come work with me. I'm in Columbus, Georgia, Phoenix City, Alabama. People have left Dallas to come here, Miami to come here, Atlanta to come here. So I'm like, man, I got something. I now I need the funding. So I need the funding to turn that vision into reality, because I've seen it work. I've seen it work. And right now I'm working with some of the greats, from Angie Stone to Balewa to Case to Jay Holiday, to Brian Angel from Day 26, from Rob from Day 26, just a lot of different things are happening in this very room. So I'm like, I know if I can do it in this room, what I could do if I had the funding or the budget or whatever it may be. But as of right now, I'm still doing the same thing on a different scale. So that was my whole vision for Mansion Sounds. So I want to see it come to life. It's happening so far. I just I want to see it evolve at this point.
Okay. Well, it will for you. Speaking in existence, it's coming for you. It's 2022, so I wish nothing but success. Definitely. Absolutely. But going back to you being a singer, songwriter, producer, and working with so many people, what do you think is missing in today's music waves?
It started with the people. It's the music. Nothing is missing. The things that people are saying that they miss and they want are still there. Okay. They've been pushed in the back. That sound that made you feel stuff like Tank and Jesse Powell and John B and Kales and all of those that felt feel good music. Because if you could remember back in the 90s, there were groups. There was more R&B than rap.
Right.
You couldn't turn on the station and not hear an R&B record. Brandy, Monica, wasn't too many rappers. Jay-Z and those guys was doing their thing. Cameron around that time was doing their thing. So at the same time, you have to that element that people say they missing is still here. But the generation of ears has changed. So, it's the generation that says we don't listen to Jay-Z, or we don't listen to this person, or we don't listen to Kanye, or we don't listen to, our R&B no more. Pretty girls like trap music. The element that happened is rap niggas started singing. That's what happened. And the ladies found it cute because he trying to sing. That's cute. When you got a girl or you got a dude and he can't sing worth of shit, and you think it's cool, you think it's cute that the fact that he just tried to sing you a song, like, you know what I'm saying? So the world made it cool, and rappers got innovative, and they say we can get best of both worlds because they like our thugging lifestyle, But what if we could show a little sensitivity too? They gonna love us. So they started singing, and then for the rap, for the R&B cats, it's like, uh-oh.
What we gonna do now?
We can't rap, nigga. We can't rap, but they can rap. So Chris Brown and Trey Songz said, oh no, yeah, we can rap. You know, some R&B cats that can really rap, but that ain't their thing. They not selling rap records, you know. So the element, man, the element is there's nothing missing. It's just timing for that cycle to happen. You know, history repeats itself with fashion and everything else. So it's just that timing, you know, because right now R&B is it's crazy. The female artists are killing it, you know. So women are excelling in a lot of places now, even in the offices, to make decisions and pull strings. So I don't know. I mean, politically, it can be a whole lot of stuff, you know.
I got you. Well, what are some of your goals that you want to accomplish for 2022?
2022, I've actually surpassed the goal that I set for myself this year. I said that I wanted to get at least two placements this year, and I've got 6 so far.
Congrats.
And in the month of January. So it kicked off the new year. Wow, it was crazy. But I know 5 of them are confirmed placements. And there's some more in the pipeline. 5 TV and film placements, and then I wrote another single for Case. Last single I wrote for him is featuring RL. That's dope. So, and LaToya London and Anthony Hamilton just dropped a record called Anything. It's out now. The video is out now. And I worked on that record also. So a lot of things are coming to light, to perspective, and just been working. You know? So I got to set more goals. Like this year, I want to buy a house this year. You know, there's a few other things that I want to do musically. I just want to stay in tune and learn as much as I can and soak up as much as I can, and hopefully get nominated next year for some awards, man.
Well, I see it happening for you. I really do, because you're working with a lot of people. So it's coming. But everybody thinks that this industry is just make some music now and put it out, and because you can do streaming and everything. But behind the scenes, what are some of the biggest challenges and hurdles you had to go through?
Mixing, writing, making sure the approach to the record was great, making sure the melody, everything is strategic, making sure the cadence was the right cadence, the right melodies, the right words, the right content, lyrics, the mix, the vocals, the EQ is sitting correctly on the vocals, the backgrounds are not too loud, the sonics of the song, you know, making sure that the approach to the first verse doesn't sound like something different on the second verse, or the melody or the B section should be here, or it doesn't need a bridge. Okay, it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That's good for radio. Or there's so much, and that's just production or post production. Then you got marketing, promoting, how this record. What are you using? What are you going to use to drive this record? What program, what platform, what marketing tool, what marketing tactic, you know, visuals, casting for the visual. This is all happening before the video or the song even comes out. The paperwork, the registration, if it's for a movie, if it's for film, you got to do TV and licensing, and then You got to do the split sheets. You got to register this record. You have to encode this record for radio play. You have to fill the record out, log it into Sound Exchange. You have to copyright your music. You have to, it's a process.
Man, it could go on and on.
Like, it's a process. It's a process. And that's pretty much, man. I've mixed a record. One night we was in here working on some stuff for TV and film, and I mixed it, mastered it, sent it. They made a phone call. Hey, we need you to change this. Bro, I just spent like 2 hours mastering this record. Like, now you want me to go back into the mix, change this part and add this part. Okay, boom, send it to him. Mastered it, send it to him, send it back. Okay, the vocal, the leads are too loud and the backgrounds need to fall down.
You have to send it a couple of times before it go through for finals. Yeah.
You know?
It's a lot.
People yeah, man. And and then you gotta make sure if you got samples, and you gotta know, you're gonna want publishing. You gotta understand what publishing is, what publishing does, how it benefits you, how do you use it, when do you use it, where do you use split sheets, how to build relationships. There's so much behind the scenes that happens, man. So yeah, it's a big process.
Okay. Well, we did talk about your challenges. Well, let's talk about your accomplishments. What has been one of your biggest accomplishments / awards that you ever received so far?
On the independent level, R&B Artist of the Year. It's back there on the wall. 2020 R&B Artist of the Year, Tri-City. And the 10,000 in a week on my single Party streams in a week, organic streams. And that's in the indie and major. I don't know if we could talk about it yet, but I'm not sure if we can discuss it as of yet. But it's a film, it's a movie, it's a major film with some major players in this movie, and I did the theme song to the film. So yeah, that is gonna be the biggest this year in my career so far. So aside of writing Cases new single, those two are probably so far are the biggest, and the BET movie stuff that's happening. But that's so that's about the biggest accomplishment so far.
Okay. All right. Well, I know we didn't get a chance to go into your single, so let's go into your single. And you're working on an album, right?
I'm working on the EP. Okay. My single Party came out 2 years ago. I'm currently working on a new single now. So I don't know when I'll be dropping another one. I think the next thing people are gonna hear from me is gonna be the movie. So that's happening this year, somewhere between now and June. Projected. So yeah. I'm working on some new stuff. I have plenty of new stuff. I got so much new music, and I don't know what to release first. I don't know what video to shoot first. I want to shoot all of them. They're all dope.
You can't shoot all of them at one time now.
I gotta shoot them all, man. So yeah, I want to shoot them. I'm gonna shoot them all. I'm gonna can them up, and just keep shooting, creating content. That way, like, next year I can just just drop records, just sprinkle records on y'all, just videos and content consistently. And it'll give me a year worth of content to release. That way I don't have to work on content that year. I can just release content. And as I'm releasing content, I'm continuously working on new content. So content that's going to come out this year, I created last year. And the content that I'm working on this year won't come out till next year.
Gotcha.
So it'll
I can't wait to hear it. Can't wait to see your project.
It's gonna be dope. I got some stuff happening, man. Me and Brian working on some stuff. Me and Lynn Tate working on some stuff. Jay Holiday, of course, working on some stuff. I'm gonna have a few people on that project featured, doing some special appearances.
Okay. Well, when you have your EP party and all that other stuff, let me know. I love coming out to support. So
yeah, it's gonna be lit, man. Absolutely.
Cool. But at the end, we like to do this I like to do this fun fact game. So I have 2 fun fact questions for you. You ready?
Let's go. Let's do it.
All right. So actually, I'm gonna do 3 today. So the first one is, if this world was full of clones of you, how would this world be?
Awesome.
What would be awesome about it? You gotta elaborate on it.
This world would be a better place. It would be a better place. It'll be full of creatives that never argue. It would be full of hippie-like songwriters just running around free. Like, it'd be just like, I don't know. It'd be dope. It would be dope though, for real. That's something to think about.
Yeah. All right, my next question is, if you could trade places with one person for one day, who would it be and why did you choose them?
One person.
Just for one day, 24 hours.
It would definitely be somebody in a position of power. But I'm trying to think who that person would be. It wouldn't be the president. No. It would be somebody with power, somebody with a voice in the Black community. It would be something like that. That we all listen to. That we I don't know who that individual would be, but it'd be somebody who has a voice that could make a difference in the Black community with a lot of things. Because I've been in the bottom of the barrel. I know what's in this bucket. I know the gems and the secret talents that are not even tapped into, and they haven't even reached their full potential. So, when you in society, when you put the farming is a perfect example of that. When you put good seeds on good soil with bad weeds, those weeds have no choice but to surrender when the good grass comes in and starts smothering it out. So if there was somebody in a position of power that not only looked at his tax bracket of people, but was able to look down to see that there are some people here that started where you started from, that need a hand up, not a hand out. I would be that person. Whoever the hell that person is, I would be that person for one
But
day.
you can't give me a person. You can't think of nobody, but that's the person you want to be.
I can't think of nobody who has that kind of power other than Oprah. I'll be Oprah for a day.
Okay.
Somebody
and
with
that's
that kind
funny
of
because
power.
my last interview picked her too.
Yeah, I like. You get a car. You get a car. You get a car. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man. You get an opportunity. You get like you. I would be, somebody that can control some stuff that people fear and people listen to.
Gotcha.
Yeah, heck yeah, man. I'll just be that person. Mm-hmm.
All right. So my last fun fact question is, if you was the president, what would be the first thing that you changed in the community? What changed, period? If you go
I make everybody hold hands and sing Kumbaya.
That would be the first thing you do?
Be the first thing I do.
Change?
Yep. Yeah, we all gonna sing Kumbaya. The first thing, man, I would do. Things that are needed. Man, it's hard, man, because you can't say stuff like create jobs. You know what I'm saying? Because there are jobs out here. There are jobs out here. I would change. I would remove all weapons and guns from every home in America. Nobody could have a gun. Nobody. I say that because I've experienced it in South Korea. You can't buy a gun over there. Like, one thing you ain't got to worry about is somebody shooting you. Like,
wow. I didn't know that. I didn't know that you couldn't buy a gun over there.
You can't own a gun in Korea. That is a serious crime there. They almost have a 0 crime rate in South Korea.
Wow.
Yeah, you can't. The gun law would be something I would definitely change. Like, you want to kill me, you're gonna have to do it with your hands.
Like we used to do back in the days. Hey, you want to fight?
You ain't gonna be able to stand 2 football fields and take me out of here. Unless you good with a bow and arrow or a spear or something, you could throw that far. I would change. That'd be the first thing I change, maybe the gun law.
Okay. But before we get off, I want to ask you, what is one message you want to give your fans right now? And if you don't like the word fans, I say supporters. Some people don't call them fans, they call them supporters. So
I call them whatever they want to be called. Fans and or supporters. Fans, i.e. supporters. I would say usually when you give up on something, it starts working. I say that to say somebody knows or remembers that job they was about to quit and got promoted. Somebody remembers giving up on that car, and then all of a sudden it started working. It started running again. Faith is something different. Believing into something. Faith. Have faith. Keep faith. I would say put God first in everything that you do. I would also say don't quit. Don't quit. Consistency wins. If you work at it long enough, you're bound to get rich. Like you bound to get to that place you want to be. with consistency, with drive, protect your energy, protect your space, keep people out of your business, stay to yourself, vent to God. He ain't gonna tell nobody, I promise. Um, don't quit, don't give up, don't give up. It's worth it. I just posted it yesterday. I said it's worth the tears, it's worth the sweat, it's worth the blood, it's worth, it's worth the time you put in. It's worth the long nights, no sleep. It's worth the sacrifices and missed birthdays for my kids. It's worth it. Don't give up, and at the end of the day, it's worth the wait, because waiting is the biggest challenge we have when it comes to something we believe in. So if you believe in it, continue to work at it, kill the naysayers. If you see you swimming in circles, change your fishbowl, get a bigger tank.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not meant to go with you where you're going. I was talking to somebody else, Akil Ashakur. He's an actor from North Carolina. You can check him out. He's in Chicago PD. He was the first person to put me in the studio when I was younger in Como, North Carolina. And he's now acting, and he's having a very promising career. And I told him, I said, hey man, all fish were not meant to swim in the ocean.
Facts.
You can't put a beta in the ocean. He'll be eaten.
That's right.
He is a fishing lure. You know what I'm saying? He can't survive in the ocean. Everybody can't survive in the ocean. Everybody can't go to the top. Everybody's not going to be where you. So, I don't care how compatible you think you and another individual is. They may not swim in the waters you swim in. They may drown. You get what I'm saying? So, detach yourself from people that are not conducive to where you're trying to go. And be selfish with you. Be selfish with you. Yep,
okay.
That's the advice.
Well, you done gave some encouraging, inspirational words there. I took all that in.
I'm full. I'm ready to go. Like my frequencies, man. I wish you blessings and with your magazine and all your endeavors and everything that you got going on. And I want to see you in the stores, man, and on the shelves. I think it's dope, what you're doing. So
thank you. I'm gonna say all that, but before I get into thanking you, I want you to shout out your social medias.
Social media, y'all can add me. Y'all can add me on Bigo Live at I am Marco Richh. All platforms: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I am Marco Richh, or you could just go to Google and type in Marco Richh. My IMBD should be popping up soon. My Wikipedia should be popping up soon. So, but as of right now, you'll be able to, if you Google Marco Richh, there's a whole bio on me, and there's all of the platforms my music is on. So it's easier to just tell people to Google Marco Richh, even though people feel like that be some arrogant shit sometimes, and they be like, "Well, how can I find you?" And I be like, "Google me," and they be like, "Nigga, what?"
That's right. Google me, everything. Everything gonna pop up for me.
Like, nigga, Google you, man, get the F out of here. Like, I ain't saying it like that. I'm just saying it's easier, instead of me giving you a million handles to go look for me on, you could just Google Marco Richh. The videos are gonna pop up. I'm trying to make it easier for you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be getting attitudes with me.
But I don't have an attitude with you. But I do want to say thanks for your encouraging words. Thanks for interviewing with me today. It's been a pleasure. I love your energy. I'm wishing you nothing but success for 2022. Don't give up. Like you said, keep going. I can't wait to see all the projects you're working on. And you gained a fan supporter here with me.
Nice. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm here.
So like I said, if you
I'm
have any
excited.
events or anything coming up, please let me know. Like I said, I love coming to support people. Where you located?
I'm in Columbus.
Oh, you in Columbus? Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Are you in Dallas?
Gotcha. Huh?
Are you in Texas?
No, I'm in Atlanta.
Are you in A? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm up in. Whenever I'm in Atlanta, I'm in Icon with Mace.
Okay. And I know you be working with my homeboy Ray all the time too, right? I know you
Ray,
doing something
Lavender?
with him. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me and Ray got some records together. We wrote I wrote on the Blackstreet stuff. He did too. Actually, him and Hyatt got a record on the Case album too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, we swimming in we swimming in the same waters, man.
Well, it is a small circle if you look at it. Everybody know everybody when it comes to the entertainment world. So
some sharks just eat more fish than other sharks.
Yeah,
I'm a little shark right now.
Actually, you a big shark. You just jumped over to the other tank. What you talking about?
I'm a little shark. Yeah.
But not in my eyes. I think you're a big shark in my eyes. So
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Nice.
But again, thank you, and you have a blessed day. Be safe out there in them streets. Be safe, and continue your journey.
Thank you, and where it begins. Thank you.
That's the motto. It all begins with you.
That's absolutely correct.